तत्पश्चात नित्य लीला प्रत्येक भक्ति विज्ञान भारती गोस्वामी महाराज एवं समस्त वैष्णव के चरण में मेरा यथा धन्यवाद प्रणाम स्वीकार करो।
Oui.
प्रेम संपुट ग्रंथ को जो है अध्ययन कर रहे हैं।
I have been studying, reading the Prema-samputa Granth, this book. Srimati Radha herself, she's saying her feelings. She's telling about her realizations to Devangana, which is Krishna in disguise. We are listening about this. Which sloka, to which sloka we've reached? Okay, after disappearing from Rasalila, after disappearing from the Rasalila, then Krishna also left me. And listen why he did that. Listen to this. There is no fault in Vrajendranandana Krishna, who is the ocean of Prem. He accepts me alone as his most beloved. Verse 75. Yesterday I said how the gopis, they were searching for Krishna. And when they were coming near to the Shringar Vart, at the banks of the Jamuna river, the Chandravali and her group, they said this sloka, Anaradhitonunam Bhagavan Hari Ishvara. So Krishna took this lady and he's alone with her, doing these amorous pastimes. So this gopi, she's higher than us. Because Krishna himself, he who steals the heart. This is Hari. No, he steals the heart of everyone. And this Hari, our beloved, these footprints we are seeing, like Chandravali, they are saying, in her group they're saying, because okay, we saw the footprints of Krishna, but at the same time also we saw the footprints of some lady, and this lady who is of Krishna, she's the dearest of Krishna. So this look of Bhagavatam is the evidence how Srimati Radhika is the topmost beloved of Krishna, Krishna's topmost beloved. So Srimati Radhika is saying also here, verse 75, Shri Krishna, who is the ocean of Prem, he accepts me alone as his most beloved. So, okay, he was with me after us dance, but also he left me later and left me. But it's actually not his fault. Actually, Krishna, he did, because then these gopis also felt the sympathy to Srimati Radhika, and they felt the compassion to Srimati Radhika, the sympathy. Like even Chandravali, there are 4 kinds of sakis, right? Swapaksha, Vipaksha, Suhridpaksha, Tatastapaksha, these 4 kinds of groups of sakis. So, all of them, when they saw Srimati Radhika feeling separation, they manifested this anuraga, means this sympathy, the sympathy towards Srimati Radhika. When does this sympathy come? When your heart melts when you see another person's distress, and then you serve this person. This is called sympathy. So in English they say sympathy is a golden key which unlocks. There's not a lock. Okay, it's a golden key. It's a key made of gold. Does anyone put a lock made of gold in your house? Of course not, because a thief wants to steal your lock made of gold. Maybe you don't have anything in your house. You don't have anything inside your house, but so the thief will take both your lock and also, so no intelligent person would lock his house with this golden lock. So the golden lock and the golden key always you keep hiddenly, otherwise some thief can take. But generally in your house, in the door, you'll put some iron lock. But some golden lock, nobody will use this in the outer door. So sympathy is the golden key. So sympathy is like a golden key. It's like a golden lock. Which unlock? Which is always unlocked. Means it's open doors. So why do you lock your house? Because you have fear of thieves. But actually you don't lock your house for fear of thieves, because a thief can steal your house anyhow. Means those who are really expert thieves, they can open any lock they can open. You know, like they will break into your house. Sometimes they have some tool or something that they can just break into your house and take and steal, you know. So why do you put the lock? So if you say, according to logic, actually you put the lock because of the good people. Sajjan means the gentleman. You don't put the lock because of thieves and bad people. Because if a bad person wants, he'll steal anyhow. He'll just break into your house and he'll steal anyway. So we put this key, this lock in the house. Why? For the good people, for the gentlemen. Why? But why? Yes. How? Because a gentleman, even a gentleman, sometimes his mind can be disturbed. Maybe he's in a satsang, a bad company, and then maybe he'll start breaking the logs and trying to rob or something. But so maybe a good person can maybe go bad. So understand what I'm saying? So you don't lock your house because of the bad people, but because of the good people. Because maybe some good people is influenced by the Maya. He can do a bad thing influenced by Maya or something bad. So even the good people's minds, sometimes they go bad, or they do something bad or think about something bad. How? Chaitanya Charitamrita explains. Even a gentleman means the good people. If they take the food from the materialist people, they cannot save themselves. Then their mind become like a bad. They go bad. Like their minds become bad. So if their mind go bad, you understand? The mind go bad, like they bad things, and then they also can do bad things. That's why, according to Vaishnava conception, you don't lock your house for the bad people because of the bad people. You lock your house because of the good people. Do you understand? So in the story of Mahabharata, we see when Bhishma Pitamaha, he was in the bed of arrows. So the Kaurav people, the Kauravas came, and also the Pandavas, they came. So Yudhishthira Maharaj, he was standing near the feet of Bhishma Pitamaha doing the pranams, the obeisances, and asking many questions to Bhishma Pitamaha. And Bhishma Pitamaha himself, he was giving the answers to Yudhishthira. Alguém sabe me dizer se o português está acontecendo? Chamarani está traduzindo? Então, so Draupadi was standing behind the Pandavas, and she was covering her face and smiling, means laughing. And in this moment, Bhishma, he glanced upon Draupadi, and Bhishma Pitamaha, he asked to Draupadi, why are you laughing? Because, you know, the laugh of the ladies is nothing ordinary. The intelligent ladies, whatever they speak, whatever they when they laugh, there's some reason behind it. There's some special. So our Shastra never criticized the ladies. So sometimes the Shastra says something, some chastisement to the ladies. But to which kinds of ladies the Shastra is giving chastisement to? To the bad ladies. Not for the chaste ladies. So our India is such a country that the topmost position is given to the ladies. You cannot see this in any other country. That's why we even say, what do we say? Bharat Mata ki jai, Mother India jai. So we give honor to our country just like our mothers. Does anybody say Pakistan mother or America mother? Nobody says like this. Some people say, the Shastras they put the women in lower position. No, the Shastra never degrades or put the women in the low position. No. But sometimes the Shastra chastises the ladies. So which kinds of ladies? Abhadya Stri means those who are completely out of control. Means they do bad things, they don't follow the rules. They are vyabhicharini, means they are not following the rules, they are doing bad things. So to this kind of ladies, yes, then the Shastra says. Just like Tulsidas said in his slok. Tulsidas wrote in Ramcharitamanas. Also in the Gita also there's a slok. Many shlokas in the Shastra about this. But they are saying something a bit lower about the ladies, but not to the good ladies, the chaste ladies, etc. Actually, the Shastra glorifies so much to the ladies. Early in the morning, after you wake up, remember 5 ladies. Draupadi, Ahilya, Tara, Kunti, Mandodari. So you'll be you'll be auspicious, you get auspiciousness if you remember these 5 ladies. But those people who don't know the Shastra and those who don't know the conception of the Sadguru, the bona fide Guru, if the Bhagavatam says something about like chastisement the ladies, then the people they take this, the Shastra is saying these. But actually, in our Vedic culture, in our Indian culture, the position is given to the ladies, the highest position, means the ladies are put in a very high position. That's why he said that mother is woman, a woman is my mother. Means you give the honor to all the ladies as like your own mother. In Niti Shastra is saying, okay, Bhagavad, etc. They're saying about spiritual things, but Niti Shastra is saying, whenever you see another lady, you have like someone who is not your wife, you do pranam as like she is your mother. Paranari, you have to give the respect as like she's your mother. So they never criticize the ladies, the Shastras. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur Chaitanya Shikshamriti is saying it. I'm not saying. How you should give respect to all the ladies in all society. Actually, Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote, the countries that give more honor to the ladies, to the mothers and ladies, so more this nation, this country will be developed in a good way. Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, Mahabharata, all these Vedas, you can see everywhere. They are giving honor and respect to the ladies. Like, is there any other chaste lady, like more chaste than Anusha in this material world? We didn't go to Vaikuntha nor Swargaloka. But Shastra is telling the glories of these ladies. The wife of Otri Rishi. Draupadi also such a chaste lady. Kunti also. You see their names? Why? What is the reason? Because all of them, they were completely Atma Samarpit, means they are completely surrendered their souls to Krishna. All these ladies. The person who surrenders their soul to Krishna, they are devotees. They have the Bhagavat Bhakti. So the Shastra never criticizes doesn't criticize a bhakti or anything, but some people don't understand. And they think that the Shastra is saying something bad about the ladies, but actually, in the Vedic culture, in the Vedic scriptures, you know, for example, when you have to ride some horse, then you take the whip, isn't it? This is called Kashaghat, Shikoch, like whip, right? Like this, when you go to ride some horse. So, some people think that the Shastra is doing this to the ladies, you know. But the Vedas doesn't. Even if the man is not. So the Vedas give so much honor to the ladies. I mean, sometimes the Vedas will like chastise like this, just like this whip and everything. But even to the men, if they're not good person, not devotees. So also Shastra will say things about them like this. So.
कृष्ण भी कह रहे हैं ये श्रीमती राधा जी कह रही हैं ये उस समय जो कृष्ण मुझे परित्याग करके जो चली गई.
So Srimati Radha is saying Krishna left me and he went away.
कृष्ण ये प्रमाण कराना चाहते हैं.
Actually, because Krishna he wants to prove that I am the highest Saki amongst all the Sakis. Because if Krishna himself would say, nobody would believe him. Because of course, if you love someone, you'll glorify this person, isn't it? So that's why first Krishna sent Uddhava, and then Uddhava he glorified Srimati Radhika. Uddhava came to Vraj, wasn't it? And then Uddhava saw the prema of the gopis, and with 6 slokas, 6 verses, Uddhava glorified gopis. Why Bhagavan was doing this? Bhagavan was like glorifying gopis through Uddhava. Why? Because Krishna knew, if I love the gopis and Srimati Radhika, so if I glorify them, people will say, of course you're saying this because you love them. For example, your son has no eyes, but still you'll give your son the name Padmalochan, means lotus eyes. You know, nobody will give their son the name blind. I never heard until nowadays that some parents give their child the name Andha, means like blind. Hey blind, come here, blind. No, this is a bad name. So Krishna thinks, if I glorify the gopis, people of this world, they will complain somehow. That's why through Uddhava. So the Mahishis, the queens of Dwaraka, they are married to Krishna. They're always staying with him, and in their hearts also. They don't have this kind of prem. In the stage of Mahabhav, in the stage of Divyam Madadasha, the transcendental madness, Uddhava, he preached this in this world. Krishna preached.
नहीं,
Sorry, not Krishna.
स्वयं कृष्ण गोपियों के द्वारा ही जगत में प्रचार कराया। तो उसी प्रकार श्रीमती राधिका,
Okay, sorry, I couldn't get that. So here Srimati Radhika is saying, Hey Devangana.
कृष्ण जो मुझे छोड़कर के जो चली गई,
So actually when Krishna left
मैं
me
विरह में जब तड़प रही थी,
and I was suffering separation,
उस समय भी कृष्ण के प्रति हमारी ये विरह,
actually the separation I was feeling from Krishna at that moment,
देख करके
seeing my separation,
ये सपक्ष विपक्ष तत्व
all the gopis, Swapaksha, Vipaksha, Tatastapaksha, Suhridapaksha, all of them, they came where I was. Of course, the Swapaksha gopis, they are friends of Srimati Radhika. They didn't say anything. But even the Vipaksha means the rival, like Chandravali, these gopis, they said this shloka. Which shloka? I just said this shloka. That Krishna took that gopi and is doing pastimes. So this shloka Anaradito Ninam. So Krishna took this lady and he's doing pastimes with her. She's so fortunate. So even the rival group, if they glorify someone, even the rival who is a rival. So this is the topmost glorification, isn't it? Even somebody who is a rival is glorifying you. Imagine in the parliament, there are two kinds of parties in the parliament. You know, parliament, government. So there's the Swapaksha Vipaksha, means like the right wing and left wing. You know, in the politics. Generally, the opposite party means like the left wing. They are always speaking something against the right wing and trying to pull them down. Because they want to take this right wing. This is politics. They want to take the other party and occupy their post. So, even if you do some good things in politics, the other party, rival party, will see defects. Like you see some flaw in what you're doing, you will say something bad. They'll say something bad and they'll preach, like they criticize bad things about you and tell to everyone like this, because they just want to take your position, you know, this another party. But imagine even if the rival party glorifies the party who is ruling in the government, everybody will believe, because even the rival person, rival people, rival party, they are glorifying this main party, you know, this politics. So when the rival glorifies, this is the topmost, isn't it? So Chandravali said, Krishna took this gopi and is doing pastimes with her. She's there, so fortunate. And in the commentary we see Anaradito. Means Krishna worships her. Even Uddhava also said some shlokas. That shloka.
जिस राष्ट्रला में गोपियां काम में जब पीड़ित हो जाते हैं, उस समय वो समस्त गोपियां अपने काम ताप को दूर करने के लिए कृष्ण के जो है चरण कमल को अपने स्तन पर रखते हैं.
They put the lotus feet of Krishna in their heart to relieve the fire of separation. No, another shloka. Bring my book, please. That book? My notebook where I write my notes. It's written. This shloka is so beautiful. You should remember the 6 shlokas that Uddhava said glorifying the gopis. You have to memorize. You should memorize all of them.
विश्राम कब नहीं मिलता है, तो उसका नहीं अपने आप आ जाता है। श्लोक मिला जा वै सिया अर्चिता अजाभिरक्तकाम।
Did you find the shlok?
उसी श्लोक में आ राज महाविष्णम राज रूपी जा वै सिया अर्चिता अजाभिरक्तकाम। मैंने उद्धव करें जिनकी चरण कमल के लक्ष्मी देवी सदा सर्वदा अर्चन करती है।
Lakshmi Devi is always worshipping their lotus feet.
ब्रह्मादि देवता लोग,
Even Brahma and great demigods.
अजादिरप्त कामई योगेश्वरी रूपी तदात्मनिरासो गोष्ठम। कृष्ण सतत भगवत चरण चरणारविंदम नस्तनस्तनेषु विजहु परिरब्बतापम। श्रीमद् भागवतम दसम स्कंद 47 अध्याय में।
So Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto,
दसम स्कंद 47 अध्याय 47,
10th canto, chapter 47, shloka 63. So their lotus feet is worshipped by Lakshmi.
ब्रह्मा से आदि ऐसे आत्मकामी अजादि ही ब्रह्मादि के द्वारा ही इसके चित्त दिव्य चरण कमल परिचित हो गए। आत्मा जोगेश्वरी रूपी बड़े बड़े जोगियों,
Even great yogis. Who's the highest yogi? Shiva, Lord Shiva.
तथा आत्मनिरास गोष्ठम, वही रास रूपी महागोष्ठ में जहाँ पर रास,
Where this place the rasa, where the rasa is going on.
भगवत चरण चरण चरणाम्बरम बिंदम, उस रास रूपी महागोष्ठ में,
In this
जब गोपियां
place of the rasa,
पीड़ा में इतने दग्धीभूत हो जाते, काम के ताप होता है,
they become so hot because of the lust.
उस काम के ताप दूर करने के लिए
So to relieve this heat of the lust, this heat from the lust, they
और कृष्ण के चरण कमल को जो है अपने स्थान पर
they take the lotus feet of Krishna and puts on their
को जो है दूर कर।
on their chests to relieve this heat.
हमारे टीकाकार सनातन गोस्वामी पाद
In the commentary, Sanatana Goswami explains that Krishna himself,
काम ताप में जब दग्धीभूत हो जाते हैं, स्वयं कृष्ण
so when they become so hot because of this kam tap, the heat of the lust,
ऊपर अपने चरण को नाप करके अपने चरण के ताप दूरीभूत करते हैं। आसन। अच्छा, शरीर में बुखार कहाँ से होता है जानते हो?
Do you know where, when you have
बुखार
fever,
कहाँ से शुरू होता
the
है?
fever begins from where? Do you know if you have a
आपको बुखार
fever?
जब पहले होगा ना,
So when you have the
शरीर में जो
fever,
गर्मी, ताप, बुखार
like you know, bukhar means the fever in the body.
बीमार के पहले लक्षण होता है
The
आपके
first
पैर
symptom of the fever is actually that your feet becomes hot, you know.
और धीरे-धीरे वो
And
ताप
slowly this heat is coming from the feet, your own feet, no, and coming up in your body. You know, do you know this? Did you know?
पैर के ताप बढ़ जाता है।
So actually the feet
तो
becomes
उसी प्रकार
hot.
ही जड़ जगत के उदाहरण
So giving this material example, we're just saying that
तो कहते हैं फिर धीरे-धीरे हाथ पैर ठंडा हो जाता है और दूसरे फिर आगे के चले जाते हैं।
so slowly also
बुखार आते हैं ना, आप देखो
the feet becomes colder and slowly goes. But if you have fever, you'll see that first this heat will come from your feet. Like the first thing will be hot is your feet. Understand?
इसलिए शास्त्र में कहा
That's why Shastra says
ये जो सुस्त शरीर होता है ना,
the
तीन चीज आपको जानना है।
the health body must take care of three things.
पैर नरम होना चाहिए और पेट नरम होना चाहिए और पैर गरम होना चाहिए।
Do you understand? So there's symptoms for a health body according to Ayurvedic Shastra. So your head should not be hot. Your head should be like cool. That's why when somebody is angry, you said, "Oh, you have your hot tempered. You know, a hot head. Your head is hot." So actually, the head should always be like fresh, like not hot. And your belly. Why the doctor is pressing your belly when you go to the doctor? Like because if something like you can see this early in the morning. This is according to normal conception. Like if your belly is like hot like this, maybe you're not going to the bathroom properly, you know. Number two, maybe have some warm. And your feet should be hot. Okay, Shastra say like this.
कृष्ण उसी समय जो है कामतापम, कृष्ण अपने जो है अपराजित काम प्रेम को जो है उसको मैंने कम करने के लिए क्या करते हैं, गोपियों की जो है बखस रखते हैं। यहाँ पर तो कह रहे हैं गोपियां कृष्ण के चरण कमल को लेकर के अपने स्तन पर रखते हैं, उसे पूजा करते हैं।
Okay, Krishna is taking. We see that Krishna is taking, Gopi is taking the feet of the gopis and putting on their chest and worshipping. But Sanatana Goswami says opposite. Krishna himself, he's worshipping the chest of the gopis. I'm just saying 2 words about this. But Brihad Bhagavatam in this book, in a very beautiful way, he explains. There's a shlok in this Rasayan chapter. This beautiful explanation of this shlok. If you read this, you'll feel so much happiness and you'll feel the bliss also. So this shlok actually is so beautiful. जोगेश्वरी तदा आत्मनि रास गोष्ठम कृष्णस्त तद भगवत चरणारविंदम नस्त स्पनेषु बीजो परिरक्त कामतापम। दशम स्कंद 47 अध्याय। So this 10th canto, 47th chapter, 62. Actually 62 shlok. That shloka that Uddhav is glorifying the gopis. So I told that Krishna himself is not like glorifying the gopis, but he's actually through Uddhav, he's manifesting the glories of the gopis, Krishna. The same way, Srimad Radhika. Okay, but Uddhava you can say that Uddhava is a friend of Krishna, right?
जिसके साथ मित्र होता है वो उनकी गुणगान करेंगे।
So of course, if you're someone's friend, you glorify that person, isn't it?
सनातन गोस्वामी पाठ करें।
So Sanatana Goswami saying
जगत में श्रीमती राधिका का गोपियों के लिए प्रेम महात्मा जो प्रचार किया, ये भी पूर्णतः
that okay, when Uddhava glorified the gopis, also this is not completely
उद्धव तुम्हारे मित्र है।
like because you can say, oh, but Uddhava is your friend, so of course he'll glorify the person you love,
पक्ष लेकर के कहोगे।
Your friend will, like for example, you are my friend. So some people can say that Uddhav is biased, he's a little bit partial because he's friend of Krishna. So if he glorifies the gopis, well, he's a friend of Krishna, come on. But if the rival group glorify that person, then everybody will accept. That's why Shukadeva Goswami explains this shloka in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Which shloka? Anayaradito nunam. Okay, the other shloka I was explaining is Uddhava is saying, but Uddhava is friend, Krishna's friends. Of course, so if you're my friend, you glorify me. So what is the greatness? But if somebody who is opposite, who is rival, even this person glorifies you, then everybody is ready to accept it, because even the person who doesn't like you, he is glorifying you. So this shloka explains. Who told this shloka? Chandravali and gopis from her group. Actually, Chandravali is saying this shloka, and Chandravali is Vipaksha. She's from the rival group. Chandravali, she knows the symbol in the feet of Krishna, but doesn't know the symbols in the feet of Shrimati Radhika. That's why Chandravali is saying here, rival group from Shrimati Radhika, she's saying, that Bhagavan Shri Hari, she took that gopi and they went to the banks of Jamuna. And that gopi is the highest.
द्वारका में महिषा भी राधा आदि गोपियों की महात्मा से कीर्तन करने लगी।
So even in Dwaraka,
तथापि जो महिषा आदि के द्वारा जो कीर्तन किया, ये भी
in Dwaraka, the queens of Dwaraka, they're glorifying the gopis, but it's also not completely so strong. Why? Because the queens are wives of Krishna,
अच्छा लगे ना लगे महिमा वर्णन कर दो।
Okay, you might like it or not, but I can glorify this person. Okay, so one story, one time, Akbar Badshah, this king, emperor, he told his minister, Akbar, okay, tell me about the eggplant. And then the king starts saying, okay, about the eggplant. Eggplant is very good. You can mix eggplant with everything. You can make sabji with eggplant. You can make barta. This is a mashed eggplant. You can fry eggplant, cut in the pieces. You can put even chutney of eggplant. Have you eaten? In Bengal they make eggplant chutney. With the tamarind, they make some ras, some like water or something, and then you put this eggplant, and it will be very delicious. Have you done this? Have you cooked? Okay. Now it's Chaturmasa, but you can see. Okay. They take the ripened tamarind, do the masala, and do this like some caldo, like some sauce, and then you have fried the eggplant and put in this sauce of the tamarind, and the eggplant will be so delicious. So you can do the barta of eggplant, means like mashed, and so delicious eggplant. And Birbal, the minister, said, oh yes, he agreed with the king. Oh yes, eggplant is very nice. And after some time,
बेमाने इसमें कुछ नहीं है, नेगेटिव होता है ना.
after some time, the king said, "Oh, Akbar, my minister, begun, actually begun like eggplant means the word itself means that eggplant has nothing good.
कुछ नहीं होता है.
If you eat too much eggplant, you'll be itching.
बेगुन बेकार है.
So actually, the eggplant is useless.
ज़्यादा कीड़ा लग जाता है.
Eggplant is full of worms sometimes. Eggplant is useless." So he was criticizing the eggplant. And the Birbal, this minister, was agreeing. "Oh yeah, this is true. Eggplant is very bad." Then the king said, "What? When I was glorifying the eggplant, you agreed, but now I'm criticizing eggplant. Also, you agree?"
कहने लगे,
Then Birbal, the minister, said,
मैं बेगुन के थोड़ी नौकर हूँ.
"Maharaj, am I the servant of the eggplant? No, I'm your servant. Means I work for you."
समझिए, यदि मैं कह दूं जब आप कह रहे हैं बेगुन अच्छा है, यदि मैं कह दूं बेगुन बेकार है.
When you say that the eggplant is good, and if I say eggplant is bad, I will be against you.
प्रशंसा कर
This will be not good for me. It's okay if you glorify, I also glorify.
बेकार है.
If you say the eggplant is useless, I also agree.
पाली तो सिंह मिलेगा. हैं? आज समझ गए.
Understand?
हैं? ठीक उसी प्रकार
So in the same way,
उदाहरण दे रहा हूँ.
I'm giving this example.
अथवा जो
उद्धव
महिषियाँ जो राधादी गोपियों की जो प्रेम महात्मा जो किया,
And the queens of Dwaraka, when they glorify the
वो
gopis,
भी सर्वोत्तम रूप में स्वीकार नहीं हो रहा है.
this is not being accepted completely. Why? Because they are also dears of Krishna's dears, like people who are dear to Krishna.
मैं जो
Are you understanding what I'm saying? Do you understand what I mean? My intention, what I'm saying? Like Uddhav. Uddhav, he loves Krishna.
है, ये राधा कृष्ण राधा जी की गोपियों राधा जी के प्रेम करते हैं, उसी करें. प्रेम तो
So-
उसी की कहा जाता है. प्रेम उसी की कहा जाता है.
Because this is Prem. No, Krishna loves gopis, so Uddhava also like he like them because they are friends. No, Uddhava is friend of Krishna. For example, you love Guru.
सभी हमें प्रेम करेंगे. यदि मैं गुरु की निंदा करूं,
That's why everybody loves me. But if I criticize Guru,
सब लोग हमें
everybody will give me up on me, leave me, isn't it?
इसलिए तो कर रहे हैं ना. गुरु पाद पद में जे करे बंधन सिरे धरी बंदी आनी ताहार चरण. कौन बोल रहे हैं? पढ़ाई.
Who is saying this slok?
आश्रय कोरिया बंद श्री गुरु चरण जहाँ होइते मिले भाई कृष्ण प्रेम धन. हैं? उसमें लिख रहे हैं कि सनातन दास नाम से कोई एक
Sanatana Das is one pure devotee, and he wrote this music, this kirtan.
ये मेरे गुरु पाद
And he
में
said,
जो वंदना करते हैं,
Those who glorify my Guru,
हैं? आज समझिए, मेरे गुरु के जो प्रीति रखते हैं, स्नेह रखते हैं, हैं? इसलिए कहते हैं क्या कहते हैं से क्या मैं क्या बोला अभी?
what I just said,
नहीं, उसी जो लास्ट में लिखा है, आपको तो पढ़ते नहीं है.
you are not reading.
है ना गुरु पाद में जो मेरे गुरु के जो वंदना आदि
Those who
करते
glorify my Guru,
हैं, उनको ही चरण में सिर पर धारण करता है.
I put their feet on my head.
उसमें देखना लास्ट में.
You can see in the
है ना
last.
गुरु पाद पद में जे करे वंदन सिरे धरी बंदी अमी ताहारे चरण. किसके सिरे धर में? गुरुदेव के नहीं.
So I don't put the feet of Gurudev on my head. Like in this, he's saying, actually I'm putting the feet on my head of those who are glorifying my Guru.
स्वाभाविक वृत्ति होता है.
So this is natural.
गुरुदेव के प्रति अनुरक्त होता
The
है.
disciple loves Guru, has affection to Guru.
स्वाभाविकता है.
Disciple has affection to Guru. This is natural, of course, nothing bad.
हमारे गुरुदेव के जब कोई
So
वंदना करते
if
हैं,
somebody glorifies my Guru,
तब उनके प्रति हम
I also will love this person so much. Because I love my Guru, if this person also likes him, I'll be so
है
happy.
ना गुरु पाद में जे करे वंदन जे करे वंदन जो
Jai
वंदना
Kore Vandan means that person who glorifies my Guru,
उनके चरण को मैं ही अपने सिर
I put their feet on my head.
देखो कितने सुंदरता है.
So beautiful.
तो यहाँ पर भी कह रहे हैं
So here he's saying also
जे उद्धव अथवा
that Uddhav and
महिषियों के द्वारा
the Mahishis, the queens of Dwaraka, and even Krishna himself, when he glorifies the prema of the gopis,
जो कुछ सुने
all of them, no, Mahishis, queens of Dwaraka, Uddhava and Krishna, when they glorify about the gopis, this is not such a big deal,
अधिकता कहाँ हुआ प्रेम की राधा जी गोपियों की राधा जी के प्रेम महात्मा कौन वर्णन
Who
करे?
can really describe the love of the Srimati Radhika in a like very amazing way? Means like everybody who is against her. Chandravali in this loka. Anaradhitanam. Do you understand?
चंद्रावली राधा जी को क्या करते हैं?
Because Chandravali, she is always against Srimati Radhika. So even if somebody who is against Srimati Radhika glorifies her, this is really showing her glory, you know. So this also is coming here now in Prema-samputa. So beautiful, you can see.
इसलिए उनका कोई दोष नहीं अपराध नहीं क्यों मेरे महात्मा चंद्रावली आदि गोपियों के द्वारा जगत में
Actually he left me because he wanted to actually to preach the glory of my prema to Chandravali and to the whole world. That's why it was not the fault of Krishna. I told. Because when Krishna left Srimati Radhika was suffering for Krishna, and the Chandravali even they felt sympathy towards Srimati Radhika. They thought, oh, we are suffering for Krishna, and Srimati Radhika also is suffering for him. And then all the group rival from Srimati Radhika, no, this Chandravali and everyone, they became so much, they had sympathy towards Srimati Radhika so much when they saw her crying.
मुझे अनुपम सौभाग्य स्वरूप दिव्य रत्न सिंहासन पर बैठाया विविध प्रकार के विलास रूप आभूषण से भूषित करके एक वन से दूसरे वन में भ्रमण करते करते रमण किया था उस समय अनुकांता को स्मृति पथ पर भी नहीं था अर्थात कृष्ण जब
So when Krishna, he was going to one kunja to another kunja with Srimati Radhika, actually his mind was only thinking about Srimati Radhika. There was no place for any other gopi in Krishna's mind at this moment. So verse 76, okay, 76. Now 77. Then I began to think, alas, my sakhis are not able to experience this vast and fathomless ocean of ecstatic nectar. They are burning in the fever of separation from me, and I do not know where they are, wandering in the search of me. In the search for me. So, when Krishna disappeared from the Rasa dance, the gopis were searching for him, and then Krishna was with Srimati Radhika. He was in the Shringar Vart, that place doing decoration in Srimati Radhika. And Srimati Radhika at the time, she was thinking in her head, she was thinking, these gopis who have so much affection for me, like Manjaris, Lalita, Vishaka, they have anurakta, like affection for me. And they are not feeling all this happiness which I'm feeling. Because Krishna is with me now, and all this happiness which I'm feeling, that I'm feeling now, my sakhis are not feeling this. So she's not, Radha was not thinking about the rival sakhis, but her own friends. Swapaksha.
राधा जी चिंतन कर रही हम यदि ये दोनों स्थान पर क्षण भर में बैठ जाएं तो उधर
78. My sakhis are roaming about here and there, and if we sit here for just a moment, they will soon reach this spot and find us. Thinking this way, I said, "Oh my beloved, I cannot walk anymore. Let us rest here for a while." So why Srimati said she could not walk anymore? Why did she say like this to Krishna? Why did she say this? Why? Because all the other sakhis, they were searching, right? And they were coming closer. And they were going to meet Krishna. And just like now I'm relishing this prema ras with Krishna, they will come and also they will be able to relish. So Srimati Radhika, she also felt this sympathy towards her friends. But Krishna is Vidagda Shiromani. So Shri Krishna fully understood my inner mood at that time, because he is Vidagda Shiromani, the crest jewel of clever personalities. Being extremely cunning and matchless in his ability to relish divine mellows, he thought to himself, verse 79, If you really sit down here, Krishna was thinking, and then the other Sakis will come and see us. Krishna thought, they will feel jealousy. Verse 80-81. If Sri Radhika and I roam in the groves alone, she will not feel the slightest happiness. Rather, her heart will be full of pain because she will be aware of the possible distress of the Sakis. As long as she bears such pain in her heart, there can be no pleasure in our union. Okay, think about one thing. If I give you so much food, like laddu, kachori, everything, you'll be happy to eat all this? If your heart is happy, and if you like to eat, then, yes, if you come, many nice things come that you like to eat. For example, a person who likes to eat is called Bhojana Lampat. How is this person? He's Bhojana Lampat. He's always hungry. He's a person who is always hungry. He wants to eat nice foods and like this. Nice food like this. So but if somebody doesn't like to eat those things or doesn't like to eat so much, even if you offer so many things, he'll say, "Oh no, this is too much salt. This was not cooked properly. Who cooked this? A Brahmana cooked? A Shudra cooked?" So he will ask so many questions, about it. Why? Because the person is Amanda Bhojan, means the person is not hungry. So if someone who is really hungry, if someone is feeling really hungry, like 2 or 3 days without eating, the person is so hungry, and then whatever comes to you, laddu, kachori, anything that food, you'll not ask, "Oh, this was offered to Thakurji or not?" You'll not even think about it. You'll not even think also about a Brahmana cooked this or some Abrahmana, some Shudra cooked. No, food came, you close your eyes just like Madhumangala and good. But if you're not feeling hungry or maybe you don't like that, maybe you're sick also, then even if so many different food come, you're like, "Oh, this is not so much cooked, overcooked, less cooked. This is not, who cooked this? Who cooked this food?" You'll be... So Srimati Radhika is saying, if somebody is feeling this pain in the heart, even if you give so many different kinds of food, this person will eat. Rather, her heart will be full of pain. Okay, which kind of unhappiness in the heart of Srimati Radhika is in her heart? Okay, Srimati Radhika is thinking about her friends, not about Chandravali. She's thinking about Lalita, Vishaka. They have affection for me. And these my friends, they're suffering separation. So this unhappiness their friends are feeling, Srimati Radhika is also feeling her heart, and that's why she's upset. And Krishna is Sarvantarjam, he knows everything. And then Krishna knows, oh, Radha is not feeling happiness now. Why? Because she's thinking about this unhappiness that her friends are also feeling. However, if I do stop here for a short while, the Sakis will be jealous of the fact that we are together. They will look at me with crooked eyebrows and reproach Sri Radhika. Verse 81, no? Because if the love is always crooked, Bhakkarata means the prem is crooked. So if there's the crookedness in the prem, there will be insults, swearing, saying bad words. Because in this kind of situation, even if they love each other so much, also this crookedness will come. Just like the story about the daughter of Vishwaparva. Who was she? Dharmishta.
बेटी
and the daughter of Shukracharya.
है, क्या नाम बताया?
What's her name?
देवजानी।
Devjani.
दोनों में कितने मित्र था?
Both they were so friends. They were really friends, close to each other. These two
किंतु देखो,
girls,
भगवान की
ladies.
इच्छा से
But according to the desire of God, what happened?
किसी कपड़े को जो केवल
They
अदल-बदल कर
they
दिया, इतने तक
interchanged their clothes. Just this happened. Only this
था।
happened.
समझ में?
Do you understand? Nothing else happened.
उसी देखो,
But from this thing only, from changing their clothes,
मित्रता कहाँ चला गया?
their friendship completely was over, and many other things happened. You know, sometimes this thing happened. Some quarrel comes, some because of,
जितना भी मित्र भी हो,
so maybe the person's really your friends, but you know,
प्रवेश कर जाते कोई समझ में नहीं पाता।
nobody can even understand how Maya comes inside and how things starts, you know. But
जैसे मैंने
in Yogamaya, actually in transcendental world, there's not these things. But I gave example about who? I just gave.
देवजानी
I just told about Devjani
शर्मिष्ठा,
and
दोनों
Sarmishta.
सहेली है।
They were friends, girlfriends, you know, friends. They are ladies and they were friends. They were really close friends.
क्या बोलते हैं? गुरुपुत्री है वो,
So,
हैं? आज
Devjani, she was Guru Putri. She was the daughter of Gurudev,
देवजानी
Devjani.
है, आज शर्मिष्ठा
And Sarmishta, she was Rajakanya, she was the princess.
क्षत्रिय राजकन्या भी है।
She was the princess.
किंतु देखो,
She was a
काल के
princess.
चक्र में
But you see, the Kal Chakra means the time changed and situation changed and Maya and everything. And in the end,
उनको क्या, उनके कपड़ा तो नंगा करके
so Sharmishta left Devjani naked and put her in the well.
मतलब क्या है?
To put her in the well, she was ready, means she was ready to kill her knowingly.
कहाँ कहाँ पर चली
You
जाती
see how the things changed, you know.
क्या क्या कर देते हैं?
So what is the time makes us do so many things. You see, like before they were friends, they were in the water playing together.
और थोड़ी सी
But just because they changed the clothes, like they interchanged their clothes,
है, और उसी
then this
के लिए
quarrel
देखो
started, and you see,
कहाँ तक पहुँचा दिया।
where did this,
क्योंकि उसे पीछे
like,
में
this reached such a,
आगे की लीला संपादन करना है जोगमाया तो दूसरी
of course this was like Leela, Jogamaya had, like some Leela had to happen, so Jogamaya nourished also this. So today you think somebody is your friend, but maybe tomorrow this person will be your enemy. And those who you think today they are your enemy, maybe tomorrow they will be your friends.
की रीति है।
This the rule, the tradition, like what is happening in this world is like this.
इस जगत में नहीं है।
This not actually going on in the transcendental world, because in the transcendental world there's no this enmity. Enmity is not there. But Yogamaya, to nourish the Leelas, to relish, to make them relish this Leela ras and everything. Sometimes also this jealousy, these moods are there, these anubhavs, jealousy, anger or hatred, like this
उचित जगत में है।
in transcendental world.
राधा जी कह रही है,
So Srimad Radha is saying,
हे देवांगना,
Hey Devangana,
ये उस समय जब मैंने कहा ये मैं चल नहीं सकता,
so when I said I couldn't walk anymore,
तो कृष्ण विचार करने लगे,
Krishna thought,
यदि वो समस्त सखियां निकट में आ जाए, मैं भी उनके साथ विहार कर रहा
if the Sakis come
सखियों के हृदय में क्या होगा?
and they'll see us here,
ईर्ष्या।
all the Sakis, they'll feel jealous.
भले ही वो सपक्ष भी हो,
They'll feel jealous. They'll be
पक्ष में तो ईर्ष्या तो है ही है,
they'll be jealous.
पक्ष भी होना
They'll feel
स्वाभाविक
jealousy.
है। इन प्रेम राज्य की प्रेम की लहरियां उठती है ना।
For the Vipaksha, of course, they'll feel, but also Swapaksha also maybe, because these waves of prem and everything.
इस समय मन ही मन चिंता
So-
करने लगी, हाय हाय मेरे सखियां इस अपार महासुखामृत का समुद्र का अनुभव नहीं कर रही है, मेरे विरह जल में अत्यधिक संतप्त होकर न जाने कहां भटक रही है। यदि हम इस दोनों स्थान पर क्षण भर भी बैठ जाए तो उधर वो भटकती हुई सखियां शीघ्र ही इस स्थान पर आकर हमें मिल सकेंगे। इस प्रकार चिंता करके मैं
Then they will all go home angrily and they will not be able to delight in the rasa dance tonight.
मुझे तनिक के समय के लिए विश्राम करने के लिए समय दिया जाए। मैं अब वो चल नहीं पाते तो हमें कुछ समय के लिए
Oh Saki, Shri Krishna then thought further. Previously, Shri Radhika made this request. Oh beloved, I desire to see how you embrace.
मेरे मनोगत भावों के संपूर्ण रूप से समझ गए। अनंतर चातुर्य संपर्क वसता
Embrace the number verse 82-83.
श्री कृष्ण मणिमन इस प्रकार विचार करने लगे कि मैं राधा के साथ लेकर इस उपवन में भ्रमण भी करूं, तब भी ये तनिक भी आनंद नहीं होगा, क्योंकि ये सखियों की मनोदुखों की संभावना करके अपने हृदय में अत्यधिक पीड़ा का अनुभव कर रही है। कौन? राधा जी। ये हमारी सखियां तो दुख में दुखित है, और राधा जी वो अपने सखियों की चिंतन करते हैं।
So Srimati Radhika is worried about her friends,
चिंतन नहीं हो रहा है,
not about Krishna.
इसलिए अंतर में दुख रहने की मिलन में सुख नहीं मिलता, और यदि मैं इस स्थान को तनिक भी उठा कर जाता हूँ,
I'm lost. Sorry in the text.
ईर्षा वशतः मेरे प्रति कुटिल कटाक्ष करेगी, तथा राधिका भी बहुत समय तक अनेक प्रकार के तिरस्कार करेगी। हैं? तिरस्कार से मेरे प्रति भी तो ईर्षा बस करेगी।
Okay, they'll be angry with me, and also
तिरस्कार भी तिरस्कार शासन करेगी।
they'll also chastise Srimati Radhika.
साथ क्यों हम लोग के क्यों नहीं?
Why you're here with Krishna alone? We are not here.
तुम्हारे लिए मैंने इतने किया,
We did so much for you, and now you left us and just relishing rasa alone.
तुम्हें मिला,
So you got the rasa lila.
मिठाई जो मिला
If you get some sweets,
तो बांट करके खाना
you have
चाहिए।
to share with everyone and eat, sharing after sharing, isn't it?
जो प्रेमिक ज्ञान होते हैं,
Those who are premik, those who are gentlemen, the gentleman, like a good person,
जो मिले हमें देना।
the person will share with everyone, and maybe in the end she'll get a little bit and then eat. Those who are humble, who are generous, who are intelligent, who are generous.
उदार व्यक्ति क्या करते हैं?
A generous person, what does he do?
बोले भाई आज जो रसगुल्ला व जो मिठाई जो
So
मिला,
some sweet that they got, the rasgulla they offered to Thakurji, they give to all the devotees first,
देने के बाद
and after giving to the devotees, if it's left, then give to me.
सज्जन की उक्ति होता है।
This is what a gentleman does, a good person.
जो सज्जन नहीं है,
Those who are not gentlemen, they say, no, give me first.
किसके मिले ना मिले,
If others also get or not, I have nothing to do with this. But it's not the symptom of the characteristic of someone who is gentleman, somebody who is generous. First, he will feed everyone.
मुझे मिले ना मिले,
If I get or not, I'm not even
चिंता दी।
thinking about this. He's not worried.
ठीक उसी प्रकार इस कथा को
So in the same way,
है, यहाँ पर कहा है ये सारी कथा राधा जी देवांगना के सुना रहे
so Srimati Radhika is telling all this to Devangana.
कृष्णा है, ये मन की यही भावना, इस प्रकार विचार करके संभव। अच्छा,
Eu me perdi, gente.
प्रेमवती मन का यही गर्व है, उसे दूर करूंगा, तदंतर समस्त सखी के हृदय में राधिका ही हम सबके तुलना में श्रेष्ठतम है, इस प्रकार विश्वास जागृत करता हूँ, कर दूंगा। जिस प्रकार संभव रस अधिकार में ही सर्वाधिक रूप में प्रकाश पाता है, उसी प्रकार विरह भी उनमें ही शतकोटि गुण अत्यधिक होता है, जब वो अन्य रमणियों की समझ पाएंगे। केवल मात्र राधा के में ही श्रृंगार संभोग तथा विप्रलंब द्वारा अत्यधिक पुष्टि लाभ करके दूसरे के वजह से मिलकर लज्जित करे, तो वह सब राधिका ही गुरु रूप में
Saki, Shri Krishna then thought further. Previously, Shri Radhika made this request.
विचार है,
So Krishna is thinking this.
यही विचार करें।
Krishna is thinking
ये
this.
मिलन और विरह की ऐसे अभूतपूर्व जो आनंद होता है,
This bliss which happens in the meeting and separation.
मिलन और विरह, बात विरह मिलन में ये अभूतपूर्व है, इनक्रेडिबल,
This incredible,
क्या बोलते हैं, इनक्रेडिबल जो आनंद होता
this
है,
incredible bliss
हैं?
which happens.
वो राधा जी की द्वारा ही हम जगत में प्रकाशित करें।
We will manifest this through Srimati
जिसके
Radhika.
आकर के मादनाक्ष महाभाव में जो लक्षण आदि मैंने बार-बार
Later,
बताता हूँ,
in the symptoms of Madanakya Mahabhav, I also explain about this, Bhavala Sarati and everything.
जिसमें आकर के प्रेम की ऐसे सुंदर जो माधुर्य आदि धारण कर लेते हैं।
So the prema becomes
वो राधा जी के छोड़
in
करके
such
किसी में
amazing
नहीं
way.
है। जो मादनाख्य महाभाग के जो लक्षण
Actually, Madanaka Mahabhav, the symptoms,
संपूर्ण रूप से
you will see
एकमात्र
completely this only in Srimati Radhika.
किसी के दिन ललिता विशाखा आदि में सामान्य
Okay, maybe in Lalita Vishaka you'll see this little bit,
किंतु
but
श्रीमती राधा
in
है
Srimati Radhika you will
संपूर्ण इसके
see this
भाव
completely.
सर्वभाव उद्गम उल्लासमयी कहा जाता है। क्या शब्द बताया?
What did I say?
हाँ, उच्चारण भी नहीं होगा सर।
You cannot even pronounce these words.
सर्वभाव उद्गम
Sarva Bhava Udgam Ullas Samairati.
सर्वभाव उद्गम जितने
सर्व
प्रकार
भाव
की भाव
उद्गम।
की उद्गम माने सोर्स
Udgam means the source.
विभाग अनुभाव सात्विक जो जितने प्रकार की है उन 50 जो बात जो हमें बताते हैं ये महाभाव की यहाँ मदनक महाभाव में यही तो विशेष होता है।
So this is the speciality of Madanaka Mahabhav. This is in Srimati Radhika.
उद्गम उल्लास और किसी में नहीं ललिता विशाख में तो मोहन तक पहुंच जाते। राधा जी के जो प्रेम महात्मा महिमा किसने कहा गया? राधा तत्व में तो यही तो है।
So why do we glorify so much about Radha, Radha Tattva? The speciality of Srimati Radhika is this one.
ये केवल रासस्थली में ही प्रकाशित होता है। अरे ये समझ रासस्थली कौन सी रास क्या है? इस समस्त लीला को जैसे कुंज लीला वो लीला जहाँ जहाँ ये सब लीला में प्रकाश करते हैं और विशेष करके ये जो लीला
Okay, some special Leela,
गोस्वामी वर्ग कहते हैं
the Goswamis explain.
राधा कुंड में ही प्रकाशित होता है।
The special Leela manifests on the Radha
राधा
Kunda,
कुंड के छोड़ करके
in the Radha Kunda.
और जगह में भी प्रकट इसलिए करना है श्याम रमा रमणम सुंदर
Especially in the Radha Kunda.
सुंदर जमुई तो समस्त जगत जनस्य श्यामस्य वाम अबद्ध कुनु कलाम ताम इंद्र भराम श्लोक में आ रहे ना
You know, this shloka is saying,
ये क्या है? राधा जी तो ही महिमा दिखा रहे
this is the glory of Srimati Radhika.
रमणम सुंदरता वरिष्ठ सौंदर्य प्रेमी तो सौंदर्य होता है
The beauty of the prem.
श्याम रमा रमणम सौंदर्यता वरिष्ठ श्यामस्य वाम अबद्ध पदातुम जब वही रासस्थली में महाभाव की जो स्टेज
So in this Rasastali, the stage of Mahabhav,
जिसके लिए विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती पाद एक ग्रंथ लिखा
Sri Vishwanatha Chakravarti Pada, he wrote a book about this. Which book?
ग्रंथ के नाम भी ऐसे मधुर है
Just the name of the book is so sweet.
उद्भट रासलीला
Udbhat.
उद्भट नाम सुना
Have you heard his name?
नाम सुनने तो मतलब बोले उद्भट
Only by listening, Udbhat.
उद्भट शब्द की समझ में आता
Do you know what is the Udbhat?
है
Means
ऐसे दिव्य जैसे और किसी में नहीं होता
something divine. There's not
उद्भट रास
trans- like this.
रासलीला की कथा तो अनेक प्रकार है
So many kinds of Rasalila Katha. Means there's the Nitya Ras, many kinds of Ras.
वर्णन है शारदीय रास
Saradya Ras, autumn season, Ras dance, Panchayati Ras. Many different kinds of names of Rasalila.
किंतु विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती
But Vishwanath Chakravarti Pada, he wrote this book,
उद्भट रास
Udbhat
ये जो
Ras.
रासस्थली जो है
So this place of this Ras is, for example, in the Radha Kunda.
सुने कि नहीं सुने क्या
I don't even know if we ever heard this name. Those who heard, they know, they read these books. Udbhat
ऐसे
Ras.
रास की महिमा जो है हमारे विश्वनाथ चक्रवर्ती का दिखाए
So Vishwanath Chakravarti Pada, he showed these glories of these Leelas. That's why actually Vishwanath Chakravarti, he is the avatar of Rupa Goswami.
नहीं तो ऐसे कथा को कौन बता
Otherwise, who could describe these things?
रूपमंजरी छोड़ करके
Except for Rupa Manjari.
रूपमंजरी छोड़ करके
Except for Rupa Manjari, Rupa Goswami.
ऐसी कथा को कौन बता
Who could describe this kind of katha?
ऐसे सुंदर ग्रंथ भी इसके लिखा ना
Very beautiful book he wrote.
दिव्य रास अनेक रासों के
So many kinds of rasas, like Divya Ras.
दिया गया
Many kinds of names for Rasalila.
वृंदावन के जो रास होते हैं क्या कहते हैं पंचायती रास
Like for example, Panchayati Ras, the Ras in Vrindavan. The Ras in Govardhan is called Vasantik Ras, spring season Ras.
महाराज भी कहा
The Radha Kunda Ras is called Maharas. But the top most Ras,
दिव्य उल्लास में जो रास होता है
very,
है उद्भट रास
is this Udbharta Ras, the highest.
वो ग्रंथ पढ़ो
You read this book,
पढ़ रहे हम उसके लिए
it's written, you read so beautiful this book,
कितने सुंदर के थे
so beautiful.
महारास की कहते हैं तो स्वयं
So it's about
राधिका
Maharas.
व कृष्ण अपने सौंदर्य माधुर्य प्रकाश कब करते हैं? सौंदर्य
When
माधुर्य
does
क्या है?
Radha manifest all her beauty and her moods? What is her beauty and sweetness? Actually, it's this
एक व्यक्ति
bhav, this prema ulas, all her moods of her love
सिनेमा आर्टिस्ट को देखने गए,
in the Rasa
सो रहे
Leela.
थे, उसको देखा, उसके जागृत होते हुए देखा।
Okay,
और
suppose
वो जब वो
you see
नाटक कर रहे
a
हैं,
cinema
तो देखने में
artist.
अंतर है कि
You
नहीं?
see a cinema artist in
शक्ति तो नहीं है कि
three stages.
हैं?
You see one cinema artist when he's sleeping, when he's awake, and when he's
उनकी
acting.
क्रिया अलग अलग।
So in different places, he'll also manifest his bhav differently, isn't it?
ये उदाहरण देते जा रहे हैं।
Do you know this example? Do you understand?
आपको मैंने सोते हुए देखा,
So I see you sleeping,
और आपके जागृत
I
में
see
बैठते हुए
you
देखा,
awake,
लोगों के साथ
sitting,
बात करते हुए
just
देखा।
speaking with the people
और आप
normally,
जब कोई
and I
अभिनय
see you
करें,
when you are acting
हैं, नाट्य मंच में,
on the stage, acting on the stage. When I see you on the stage,
अलग होता है कि नहीं?
the bhav is like the mood is different, isn't it?
रामचंद्र की जो
For example, okay,
अभिनय करे,
the
क्या
actor of Ramachandra in the Ramayana Sagar Ramayana. Oh, Ramayana of Ramananda Sagar.
सोते हुए देखा,
Okay, so if you see the actor of Lord Ram in the Ramananda Sagar Ramayana, when he's sleeping, okay, another option, when you see him in the market walking normally. But when he's on the stage, or like in the back scenes, when he's filming the Ramayana, expressing his moods, this is
व्यक्तिगत देखना तो अलग अलग
like
होता है।
this is amazing, incredible. So it's a different mood in each situation. It's the same person actually, but
उनके स्थल विषय अलग होता है।
according to the circumstance, he'll be different. So in the same way, this sweetness, the beauty of Srimati Radhika, what is this?
जब रासस्थली में
When she's in the Rasa Stali, the place of the Ras, meeting Krishna,
जो सब भाव आदि प्रकाश,
her bhavas, she manifests there. That's why Rupa Goswami wrote this slok
संप्रार्थना अष्टकम में है सही।
in the Samprathanashtakam.
रमणम सुंदरता वरिष्ठ सौंदर्य मनमोहित समस्त जगत जनस्य श्यामस्य वामोद्धतुनकदां तामं इंदिरावरम। है आपकी सुंदर रूप हम कब दर्शन करेंगे?
When I'll be able to see your beautiful form.
तो उसने कहते हैं महाभाव की जो स्थिति,
So the stage of Mahabhav,
महाभाव में
this is Madanakya Mahabhav, this is the
क्या
speciality.
बताया गया?
What did I say?
सर्व भाव उद्गम
Sarva Bhava Udgam Ulas.
है। समस्त प्रकार की भाव
Means all kinds of bhavs.
जो है विभाव अनुभाव सात्विक
Vibhav, Anubhav, Sattvic, Vyabhichari, all these.
49
These 49 of ingredients.
और उसके
they
प्रकार
come.
की जब 20 प्रकार की जो
And also the
अलंकार,
20 kinds of
आप,
alankars.
मिला, किलिकंची, जितने प्रकार की हो सकते हैं उज्जवल ने जहाँ पर वर्णन किया,
Whatever Jalalaman explains about,
और एक ही साथ में
this is together
प्रकटित होता है,
manifested. This is called
है सर्वभाव उद्गम उल्लास में लीला।
Sarva Bhava Udgama Ulas Lila.
हमारे जली दीप्त उद्दीप्त सुदीप्त आदि महाभाव जहाँ पर प्रकाशित
Where this Mahabhav
राधा जनी छोड़ करके
is in Sudipta stage. This only happens if Srimati Radhika.
चैतन्य महाप्रभु
Srimati Radhika and Mahaprabhu.
के पूर्णता हुआ कि
Actually, I don't even know if Mahaprabhu,
लेकिन चैतन्य
like, I don't know, like, I mean, like,
राधा जी के भाव कांति तो
Krishna, actually Mahaprabhu was Krishna taking the mood of Srimati Radhika. So if Mahaprabhu really could do all these moods or not,
के संपूर्ण
because Gurudev said that actually Mahaprabhu could not completely relish all the moods of Srimati Radhika. Why? Because inside he's still Vishaya, means the object of love, Krishna.
ये गौरव
So internally he's Krishna, but externally he's Gaura, he's Mahaprabhu.
क्या जी ऐसा नहीं है। दूसरी ही बात है, गुरुदेव ने कहा चलो महाप्रभु तो
Gurudeva said that Mahaprabhu
भाव और कांति
tried
राधा जी की
taking the mood of Srimati Radhika in her,
तीनों भाव को जो आस्वादन
you know, he tried to relish her moods and all, but
संपूर्ण रूप से संभव नहीं
he couldn't do it completely, it's not possible. He, little bit he relished, yes,
क्यों
some, but not completely. Why? Because Srimati Radhika, she is Ashraya Tattva, shelter of the love, and Krishna is
ऐसे थोड़ी हो जाए
object of the love, Vishaya Tattva. Just by taking that, you cannot even be that.
स्त्री बना
Suppose a man transforms to a woman, into a woman.
बना दिया उसने
Okay, externally
बच्चा प्रसव कर सकता है
he becomes a woman, but can he have a baby?
रोल तो दिखाए
Do you understand? If a man becomes a woman, you know, it's transsexual,
रोल
isn't
तो
it?
केवल दिखाए
Okay, he's showing that role of being a woman.
मानो स्त्री बनाया
Okay, a man, he becomes a woman.
कथा मैं बता रहा हूँ।
Okay, a man becomes a woman.
बोले,
Some Vaishnava said, I heard this.
चलो वो
Okay,
पुरुष कैसे
so this man, he transformed, let's say like this, and he became,
स्त्री के रोल कर रहे हैं।
okay, sorry. A man, he's making the role of a lady. Suppose a man is just like acting the role of a lady. Okay, a pregnant woman, he's doing the role of a pregnant woman, but he will not be able to give birth to the baby because he's just making the role, you know.
उदाहरण के योग्य नहीं है।
So actually, this example, they're not completely, but you can partly understand that Krishna is still Vishaya Vigraha. Inside, internally, he's still Krishna, and externally, he's okay, trying to relish this mood of Srimati Radhika, doing this role, just like a role, but he cannot relish completely. Sometimes in the preaching, in the Harikatha, Gurudev said, okay, some he relished, and this some which he relished, he gave drops to this. Sorry, he gave drops of this to the jivas in this world. Mahaprabhu, he gave drops of what he relished a little bit to the jivas. Some he relished and he gave the drops to the jivas. Anaripita Charincha. This is the Udaratam, generosity, magnanimity of Mahaprabhu. But he couldn't do it completely. Yeah, he took the mood of Srimati Radhika, yes, okay, but absolutely, he couldn't relish her moods completely. Okay, we see this sloka now, but this is actually his desire, his like, he wants this to relish all these moods of Srimati Radhika. He has the greed, but having the greed is not enough. Because only those who have that bhava, they will be able to relish this. Prepare for Arati, already 8 a.m.
अभी हम आ रहे हैं 85 में। जिस प्रकार संभव रस श्री राधिका में ही सर्वाधिक रूप में प्रकाश पाया जाता है, उसी प्रकार विरह भी शतगुणी गुण अधिक होता है, तब भी रमणियों की समझ पाएंगे। यह सब भी अन्य रमणियों की समझ पाएंगे, केवल मात्र राधिका ही श्रृंगार
So verse 85. All the other beautiful young women will understand that just as the mellow of union, Sambhogras, finds its absolute summit in Shri Radhika, so her feeling of separation from me is also incomparably higher than all of the other gopis. So all the Sakis, Swapaksha, Vipaksha, and all of them, actually all of them, they accept Radha as their guru. What to speak of Sakis? Krishna himself. He says that Radha is his Prem Guru. Only in Radhika is the transcendental mellow of amorous love, nourished to the utmost point by union with me and separation from me. Thus the other Vrajasundaris will become ashamed, and they will clearly see Radhika as their guru. Verse 85. Oh friends, Shri Krishna also had another thought in his heart. The angry gopis called me lusty because I had left them to play secretly with Radhika. They thought that they were more loving towards me than Shri Radhika was. And this saddened Lalita and the other gopis in Radhika's own group. The angry gopis accused both Radhika and me of having many faults. Accordingly, I decided to show them how the flames of Radhika's prem increase a millionfold when she is in separation from me.
विरह में राधा जी के हृदय में जो पीड़ा उत्पन्न होता
So
है,
this
पीड़ा भी
pain,
अवकाश
this
होता
distress of Radha,
जिसकी हमें रूप को
that
संसार
Srimati Radhika
कहते
feels in
हैं,
separation.
बोले किसी के लिए सहन करना संभव नहीं है।
Nobody can tolerate this.
एकमात्र राधा छोड़
Only
करके
Srimati Radhika.
विरह अवस्था में जो क्लेश होता है, दुख
This
होता
distress that Radhika feels in separation.
है, किसी सखियों के द्वारा संभव नहीं
Actually,
है।
no any other Saki
वो
can
कभी सहन
can
करना।
tolerate this pain, this distress of the separation. Not even Krishna himself can tolerate.
कृष्ण जब राधा को भाव को तो लेकर के
That's
आ रहे,
okay. Krishna took the bow of Srimati Radhika and came as Mahaprabhu.
अधिकार भाव को लेकर के है, तो उसको अंग कांति की क्यों लिया?
But why did he take this Angakanti, this color like her
अधिकार भाव
of her skin, you know, this
चोरी करी, कृष्ण
complexion
भगवती को हिलाओ,
of Srimati Radhika?
ऊपर धरी।
Why?
राधा को भाव तो ले लिया,
He took the bhav,
किंतु ये भाव लेने पर भी
but
सहन कर नहीं पाए।
he wouldn't be able to tolerate this bhavas. So Srimati Radhika was
ये
thinking,
समस्त विरह दशा में हृदय में जो पीड़ा होता है,
this
पीड़ा
pain I feel when I'm, this distress, this pain I feel when I'm separated from Krishna. Just like Nijloka Rupa Goswami explains.
सहन करना संभव नहीं है। इसलिए
Krishna could
स्वयं
not
राधा
tolerate
जी
this. He will not be able to endure to
कृष्ण के
to
सारे अंगों में
tolerate this pain. So that's why Srimati Radhika, she covered Krishna's whole body.
हमारे श्री परम गुरु महाराज क्या
Like Param Guru Maharaj, he wrote.
श्री कृष्ण चरणं वंदे राधा लिंगित विग्रहम, दो अर्थ है। राधा
So this shloka has two meanings.
राधा चिन्हित, स्वयं राधा ही
Srimati Radhika herself,
सारे अंगों में मानो लपेट गई।
she
क्यों?
covered the whole
राधा जी
Krishna's whole body. Why? Because Radha knows
दशा में ये हृदय में जो प्रेम पीड़ा होता है, कष्ट होता है,
that
हमारे
this
प्राण
distress,
वो सहन कर,
when I feel I'm in separation, Krishna, my beloved, he cannot tolerate this pain. That's why Radha herself,
में मानो लपेट गई।
she covered Krishna's body.
राधा में कोई अंतर नहीं है,
There's no difference between Radha's complexion and Radha herself.
इसलिए स्वयं राधा जी कृष्ण के सारे अंग में लपेट गए। इसलिए कहते हैं राधा चिंता निवेशनम यशकंती विलोर्पिता श्री कृष्ण चरणं वंदे राधालिंग विग्रहम, राधा आलिंग, संग राधा जी कृष्ण के सारी तरफ आवृत कर में कवर कर दिया।
Srimati Radhika covered Krishna's body. So if he feels pain, who will feel pain? Srimati Radhika.
क्यों राधा के इतने प्रणय?
Because Srimati Radhika has so much affection for Krishna, pranay. So here's explaining this.
ललिता विशाखा वो लोग क्यों नहीं आलिंगित क्यों नहीं?
Why Lalita Vishaka did not hug Krishna?
किंतु उन लोग भी
Because
ये विरह पीड़ा
actually they also,
सहन करना
they can't stand, like they can tolerate also all this stress of the separation. Okay, Krishna
भाव लेकर के
Krishna-
राधा के भाव लेकर के आ रहे।
Krishna came with the bhava of Srimati Radhika, okay.
तो कांति जानी
But the kanti means the complexion. The complexion is Srimati Radhika herself.
स्वयं राधा जी का
She
ललिता
covered
विशाखा
Krishna.
ये संभव नहीं है।
For Lalita Vishaka, this is also not
स्वयं
possible.
राधा जी ही कृष्ण
So
के
Srimati
सारे
Radhika
अंगों को
herself,
क्या कर दिया?
she
आवृत करके
covered Krishna's whole body.
आगे यहाँ पे पंचावली कृपा सिंधु पतितानां पावने भो